Hi guys. So the assignment today is called six-word memoir. So the first thing you're gonna do is you're gonna watch this video. It doesn't really have a lot of talking, but it will give you an idea of what we're looking for in your activity today. On the next slide, it says, "What is a six-word memoir?" So just so you know, a memoir tells the reader about you. It's going to capture your feelings and your attitude about a specific thing, whether that's your hobbies, a big event in your life, or something that you were really passionate about. Some of you guys play sports, so it may be a memoir about football or your feelings towards that sport in general, or it could be something else like cooking or um, volleyball or swimming, whatever you're interested in. Doesn't necessarily have to be a sport either. Writing or playing music, any of those things. So when you get to slide 7, we're gonna brainstorm just sorry y'all, a little bit. Um, you're gonna make a list of 6 things that you are passionate about. Some examples that is given is the beach, honesty, fun, basketball, pizza, nature, video games, the first day of middle school when I moved to Texas. So as you can see, there's so many different things. It's not just sports or hobbies, but it can be big moments in your life as well. So like when I moved to Texas, I know a lot of you guys are from outside of Texas, so you could do that. First day of middle school, that will be a little bit different for you guys because you're in 7th grade. So you could do the first day at my new middle school, which is different. Anything, any big important thing in your life or anything that you're passionate about. You're gonna make a list of at least 6 of those. Then you're gonna narrow it down. You're gonna try to narrow it down to one thing. But if you struggle with that, I will help you kind of process that. If you can get it down to 2 and then choose between the two, that would be good. So you're going to go back to the previous slide. And you're going to drag a red X over anything on your list that you do not want to write about. Then you're going to try to narrow it down to that one specific thing. So you'll go back to the slide, and on the left-hand side, you have an X. So after you type all your things up, you can say, well, I don't think I want to talk about swimming. So you'd put an X here. And then, I don't want to talk about my first day in middle school. And so on and so forth until you get down to either 1 or 2. So when you get down to the one that you want to do or the 2 and you have to decide, you are then going to brainstorm just a little bit more. And on this next slide, you're going to write about one thing that you chose for 2 to 3 minutes. You're going to write down anything you can think of about that relates to that thing. And we want you to think about your 5 senses. So what does that thing smell, taste, feel, look, or sound like? And the examples given are: the beach makes me feel calm and relaxed, salt water on your tongue, sand between your toes, sun on your skin, laughter of children. Those are all the things, or those all involve our senses. So the beach makes me feel calm and relaxed. And we can imagine that, we can picture that. Salt water on our tongue, we know what that tastes like. Sand between your toes, we can feel that. The sun on your skin, you can feel that as well. And the laughter of children, you can hear. So just think about your senses. So when you're ready, on the next slide, you're going to type for 2 to 3 minutes about that one topic. So if you narrowed it down to jujitsu, and that's what you're passionate about, you're going to just type anything that you can think about that relates to that thing. So how long you've been doing it, how hard it is, the enjoyment in it, whatever the case may be, you're just going to type for 2 to 3 minutes. After you do that, we're going to check out some examples so you understand how to create your memoir. So here's some. Wanted, no more school on the screen. So if we look at this example, we can automatically say, oh, okay, this person didn't like virtual learning because they chose to use a desktop as their background, and it says no more school on the screen. So we know what the idea is, we know what they're passionate about, and it's obviously not virtual learning. So let's look at another one. 2020 is not as advertised. Unsubscribe. So for them, maybe 2020 was not the best year. And so this is what that's displaying. I hope you guys are getting the idea. So it's not necessarily going to be outright what you feel, but kind of is. So you are creating this memoir about what you're passionate about using only 6 words, but you're not going to directly tell us what or how passionate you are about it, whether it's in a negative way or a positive way. Here's one more. It says relaxation, warm sun on my skin. And then we get to your slide. So I know you're probably wondering how to do those cool backgrounds because you're probably like, I don't know how to do that. So before we get to that part, you're going to type your name. So you can highlight this and you can type your name over it. And then if you want to go ahead and do your background first, you definitely can. So you'll go right here to background and then you'll click on choose image. And then you click on Google image search. And I typed in beach. And then once you type in, you choose a picture you want, you click insert and then done. And there's your background. You can use any background you want. But then you're going to think about what your memoir should look like or how you want it to be. And I know this can be a little tricky. So that's what your teachers are here for. So if you need assistance, let us know so that we can help you because it can get a little tricky. Other than that, guys, that's all I got for you. If you have questions, like I said, reach out to us, whether you're working on it at home. You can send us an email, or if it's at school, you can just raise your hand and we'll come over.